Hello everyone, welcome back to IGCSE Made Easy. So today we are going to start with paper code 0580/22 May June 2022 paper 2 extended. So let's start with the first question. Question number 1. At noon the temperature is 4 degrees Celsius. At midnight the temperature is minus 9 degrees Celsius. Work out the difference between temperature uh, between noon and midnight. So if I subtract the noon temperature, that is 4 degrees Celsius, with the temperature midnight, that is 9 degrees Celsius, it gives me 4, because this will become plus, minus and minus becomes plus, so 4 plus 9 is 13 degrees Celsius, right? Or there can be another case, that is if the midnight temperature is being separated with the noon temperature, that is plus 4. So this gives you minus 9, this gives you minus itself, minus plus gives you minus. So minus 9 minus of 4 gives you minus of 13 degrees Celsius. So both the answers are correct. Any one will work, or both you can write with or. So you can write 13 degrees Celsius or minus of 13 degrees Celsius. Both are correct. This is the difference between noon and midnight temperature. Question number 2. Tables records the number of cars for each color in car park. So colors are given, black, white, silver and red. A number of cars for each colors are black is 8, white is 5, silver is 4 and red is 3. So question says that we have to draw in a pie chart and calculate the sector angle for the red car. So how many total number of car are there? Let's find out. So what is the total number of car here? So we can add all the cars together to get the total number of cars. So we can add 8, that is black cars, 5 is white cars and 4 is silver car and red is 3. If we add all 8 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 in our calculator, it gives me 20, and the total is 20, and out of 20 3 cars are red. So 3 cars out of 20 are red, but we have to draw it in a sector angle. So in a sector or in a pie chart, we can say that the total angle is 360. So I have to multiply it with 360. 3 car out of 20 times 360 will give me the answer. So let's use our calculator now. So this is 3 divided by 20 times 360, that gives you 54. So in sector or in pie chart, we have to draw 54 degree for red car. Question number 3. Fig cost 43 cents each. Lyra has $5 to buy some figs. Calculate the largest number of fig Lyra can buy and the amount of change in cents she receives back. So each fig costs 43 cents, right? And she has $5. So $1 is equals to 100 cent, right? So $5 will be equals to 500 cents, correct? So she has 500 cents in her hand and she has to purchase some figs, and each figs cost 43 cents, right? So if I divide this 500 cent with 43, that is the each fig cost, I'll get some answer, right? Let's use a calculator. So we have 500 divided by 43, and that gives you, if you press shift by SD, then you will get 1127 by 43. So 1127 by 43, it means that she can easily buy 11 figs with that, and some after that she cannot buy it. It's 11 figs is for sure, and these are in decimal, that's what 27 by 43 comes, right? So you can also see in this calculator it's 11.62 something like that, right? So I just change into the mixed fraction. So 11 fixed she can buy, definitely buy, and the rest she will be getting a change of. So it means that uh, she can easily buy 11 fixed, right? 11 times each week costs 43, correct? So what is 11 times 43? So 11 times 43 gives you 473. It means that she has to spend 473 cents to buy 11 fix. So how many cents she'll be getting back? Because the total money that she is having is 500. So 500 minus of the answer, that is 473, that gives you 27 cents. So it means that if she buys 11 figs, she will be getting back 27 cents. That I did. 500 minus 473. So she'll be getting 27 cents back if she gives 500 cents together. So let's move on. Question number 4. Find the value of root 68 times under root of 153. So we can use directly our calculator. Root 68 times uh, times under root of 153, and that gives you 102. So 102 will be your final answer. Question number 5. Find the total surface area of cuboid with length 8 centimeter, width 6 centimeter, and height 3 centimeter. So the formula that we will be using for finding the total surface area is 2 into length into breadth plus breadth into height plus height into length. So if we will use this one, so we'll get 2 into length is what? 8. 8 into breadth is 6 plus breadth into height. Breadth is what? Width and breadth are same. Okay, so that will be WH or BH. That's fine. So 6 into height is 3 plus height into length. Height is 3 into length is 8. So if we will use our calculator, 8 6 are 48. Without using calculator, let's try. 6 3s are 18, 8 3s are 24. So let's add using our calculator. We can add it, right? We can add it easily because 48 plus 18 gives you 66, and 66 plus 24 gives you 90, and 90, this will be 90 here. When we add it, 90 times 2 is 180. So it is 180. So the students who face confusion that why does this formula comes, that also I'll try to tell you. See, this is a cuboid, right? This is a cuboid, and this is length, right? As you know that this is length and this is width or breadth that we call as. So this side is, if I want to find out the area of this one, if I want to find out the area of this part, can you see? Then I have to use this formula, length into breadth, correct? Same way, this side is also length and this side is also breadth, because things are similar over the top also, right? Congruent, that we call as. So that side is also length because it's parallel and equal also, so we can say the length and breadth is also equal over the top. So the area of the over the top is length into breadth again, right? So that's why we wrote 2 into L into B. Okay, because to double the length and breadth is doubled. The same way, this side, change the color, this color. The same way you can see that this is breadth into height, right? This part, if I want to calculate the area, then this should be B into H. This is H, correct? So this is breadth and this is H. So same way that will be similar to this one. I hope you understand. So it will be also having breadth into H. So that's why it is 2 into B into H. The other part, the front part is left. That is the front part, as you can see that. Uh, Let me draw another using another color. Let's say this one, red I'm taking. Okay. So over the back, uh, over the back I'm drawing first, because you can see over the back it is actually the length and height, right? L into H. That's what I have written. L into H or H into L, both the same. So it will be two times because one more is in the front and one is at the back. I hope you understand little bit of this one, how this formula we generated. So this is how we have to do this question, and this is the answer for that. So the video may take little bit longer because I'm trying to explain you little concept also. So let's do the next question. Question number 6. Some cards have either a square, a circle, or a triangle drawn on them. Payet choose one of the card at random. Complete the table to show the probability of choosing a card with each shape. So Payet has chosen square. So probability of choosing a square is 0.2. If he is chose a circle, the probability of choosing a circle is 0.32. What is the probability of choosing a triangle? That's what we have to find. You should know that the probability will always be equals to 1. The sum of the probability will always be equals to 1. The two of the probability is given, square and circle. I told you the sum of any all the probability should be equals to 1. So we have two probability, that is 0.2 and 0.3, and we don't have the probability of the triangle. So we don't know that, right? Probability of the triangle we don't know. So but the sum of all the three probability should be equals to 1. So probability of triangle will be equals to what? 1 minus of this two probability, 0.2 plus 0.3. So we can use a calculator. So we can write 1 minus of 0.2 plus 0.3. So that gives you just give me, yeah, 0.32. So we can take it as 0.32, 1, 0.32. So instead of writing 0.3, I should have written 0.32. That gives you 0.48. So probability of a triangle is 0.48. That's what you have to fill. Now when you add this 3, you should get 1. So remember that probability of all the three, sum of all the three, probability should be equals to 1. So let's move on. Question number 7. The price of coat is $126. In a sale, this price is reduced by 18%. Find the sale price of the coat. So actual price is 126, and in the sale it is being reduced by 18%. So price is being reduced by 18%. So 18% of 126 is what? Let's find out that. So we can use a calculator. 18 by 100 times 126, that gives you 22.68. So actually 22.68 is the reduction of the price from 126. So if I subtract this from 126 minus of the answer, I'll get 103.32. 103.32. So this is the sale price actually. Before it is 126, 18% of 126 is being reduced. So 103.32 is the sale price of the coat. Question number 8. The nth term of the sequence is n square plus 12. Find the first three term of the sequence. So for finding the first term, I'll put the value of n as 1. So 1 square plus 12. So 1 square is 1. So 1 plus 12 is 13. That is the first term. So second term, I'll put n is equals to 2. So 2 square plus 12. 2 square is 4. So 4 plus 12 is 16. You can use a calculator for that if you want. So if n is 3, so 3 square plus 12. 3 is 9. 3 square is 9. So 9 plus 12 is what? 12 plus 10 is 22. 22 minus 1 is 21. 9 square. 3 square plus 12 is 21. So that is the third term. So let's move on. Question number 9. The bearing of B from A is 59. Work out the bearing of A from B. So you have to focus on these things. From A. Bearing of B from A. From A means this is A, right? From A, right, north to right clockwise degree we have to rotate. From A to B it is reaching. This is B. So the angle between this is 0.59. We usually write bearings in 3 digits. We don't write 59. That's why 0.59 we have to write instead of 59. So the bearing of B from A is 0.59 degree. So what is the bearing? Work out the bearing of uh, A from B. From B, this is B. So we have to rotate clockwise from north direction. This is north direction, right? And we have to rotate clockwise, okay, till it reaches from B to where? B to A. This is A position, right? So this angle we have to find. This whole angle we have to find. How to find out that? So this is 59 degree. So what is this angle? Because if this two are there, this angle sum should be equals to 180. This is 59, so this angle should be 180 minus 59, right? So let's use a calculator. 180 minus of 59, that gives you 121. So this angle is 121, correct? Because the sum of this 59 and 121 should be equals to 180. So then what is the rest of the angle? This angle should be equal. Actually, the total angle will be 360 because so 360 minus of the answer, that is 121, 239. So we did what? First we subtracted 180 with 59 and we got it as 121, and then we subtracted 360 with 121 and we got the answer as 289, 39, sorry, 239. So that's our final answer. Okay, let's move on. Question number 10. So find P minus of Q. So P minus of Q we have to do. So P is 2 and 8 column vector, minus of Q is minus 1 and 4. So actually 2 minus of wait 2 minus of minus 1, because we are going like that. 2 minus of minus 1 and 8 minus of 4. So that gives you 2 minus of minus 1 gives you 3 and 8 minus of 4 is 4. So this is the final column vector. So 6 into P. 6 into P is 2 and 8. So we can multiply like that. So 6 times 2 is 12 and 8 times 6 is 48. So 12 by 48 will be a, don't put dash in between, okay? That is not logical. That cannot be done in the column vector. Then we have mod of P minus of Q. Euler's is, we have to use that formula, under root of, what is the value of P? We got it, the value of P, and this is P minus of Q. P minus Q is this value, right? 3 and 4. So we will do root of 3 square plus of 4 square. So we get it as 3 square is 9 and 4 square is 16. So that is 25. That gives you root of 25 is 5. So answer will be equals to 5. Question number 11. Find the value of P when 6P times 6 raised to power 4 equals to 6 raised to power 28. When the bases are same, when all the bases are same, actually we can make the power equal actually. So you can see that this side the bases are same and the case is multiple. When multiplication is there, we can add the powers first over the left hand side. So it will be P plus 4. And over the right hand side, it's already 6 to the base and 28 to the power. Now we know that both the side bases are same. If the bases are same, power will be equal to each other. So P plus 4 will be equals to 28. So what is the value of P? So P will be equals to 28 minus of 4. So 28 minus 4 is 24. So that's the value of P. It's a very simple question. Let's move on. Question number 12. Anita cycles a distance of 70 km from Midville to Newton. Leaving Midville, she cycles for 1 hour and 30 minutes at a constant speed of 20 km per hour. Okay, so she traveled a total distance of 70 km. here the distance and the time graph is given. So total distance she traveled from Midville to Newton is 70 kilometer, and she first leaves Midville and she cycles for 1.5 hours, 1 hour and 30 minutes at a constant speed of 20 kilometer per hour. That's what we have to draw it here. So this is speed, right? And this is time. So time taken is 1.5 hour, right? 1 hour and 30 minutes. So this is 1 hour. So this is 1 hour 30 minutes. So she is traveling. Uh, okay, the speed is given, time is given. So we can find out the distance first. So speed equals to what? Distance by time. So distance we have to find out. The speed is what equals to now? Speed is 20 kilometer per hour. Distance is equals to speed into time. Okay, by cross multiplication you get it. So distance is speed into time. So speed distance is what? Speed is 20 kilometer per hour divided by 20 kilometer per hour times time is what? 1 hour and 30 minutes. We have to multiply this. But just note that this 1 hour and 30 minutes is in combined, right? 1 hour and 30 minutes are combined. We have to change that uh, into hour itself, right? 1 hour and 30 minutes. Let's use a calculator. I'll show you how to use that calculator. Let's use a calculator. You can see the calculator over here. And now let's do that. Okay. So you can type 1 and just there is one dot and comma that you have to press. That means 1 hour and 30 minute. Again the same that comma I'm pressing, and press equals to, okay, it will give you 1 hour 30 minutes and 0 seconds, right? And if you press this SD, you will get 3 by 2. That is equals to shift SD. If you press, that's you will get the, means if you press SD again you will get the fractional form. After that you will get the decimal form of that. So actually 1 hour and 30 minutes can be written in 1.5 in decimal format, right? So you can do it like that. So distance equals to speed is 20 kilometer per hour and time is 1 hour and 30 minutes converted to 1.5. Just now we did in our calculator, so it becomes 1.5. So distance equals to speed 20 times 1.5. So it means that the distance is 30 kilometer. She is able to travel 30 kilometer in 1.5 hours. That's what we have to draw it in a graph now. So 30 kilometer is here somewhere, right? So this is 30 kilometer. So she is traveling 1.5 hours. So let's use a scale to draw this one. So from here to here we have to draw, that's the distance she is traveling on bicycle. So we have to draw this like this. From 0 we have to draw and till 1.5 hours, that is 1 hour 30 minutes. Yeah, okay. Then after that what happened? And then she stops for 30 minutes. Okay. She stops for 30 minutes means distance is 0, right? If any person is stopping somewhere, he or she is not traveling any distance, but time is going, right? Definitely time will go. So if she stops here, the distance will not move, but time is going. So how much time she stops? 30 minutes, right? 30 minutes means till here it is 1.5 hour. So till here 2 hours, right? Means till 30 minutes. That, so she is being standing. So distance is 0. Only the time is going. 30 minutes go passed on. So that's just like this one. You have to draw distance 0 and 30 minutes it goes on. After that, she then continues the journey to Newton. Now after this point, after 30 minutes, she continues the journey to Newton at a constant speed of 16 km per hour. Okay, now the total distance of Newton was 70 km, right? And now, right now, we reached the total distance of 30 km because after 30 kilometers, she took the rest. So the remaining is 40 km, right? Because already she reached uh, from Midvilla, she reached 30 kilometer, right? So the remaining distances, because the total is 70, so 70 minus of uh, 70 minus of 30, that is travel, right? So the remaining distance is what? 40 kilometer. Now that is what we have to take now. So distance is 40 and time is what? Time we have to calculate now. And speed is given as 16 kilometer per hour. Okay, so time we have to calculate. So how to calculate the time, right? So time, speed is distance by time, so time is equals to cross multiply it, so that goes up, and distance by speed is time. Okay, you can bring down this speed down, and time goes up, and we can find out like that. So we have time is distance by speed, so distance is equals to 40 kilometer and speed is equals to 16 kilometer per hour. So if I divide this in our calculator, we'll get time, right? So that gives you 40 by 16, and I got 5 by 2. If I press that comma comma comma, right, dot, I'll get into time. So actually that is equals to uh, 2.5 hour, right? 2 hour and 30 minutes, right? So it means that she is going to travel 40 kilometer after this journey, and she is going to take 2.5 hours. So from here, this is 2, right? So this is 1 and 2, and this is 2.5 hours. So she has to travel till after this 2.5 hours, and she will be in Newton, and she will be completing 70 kilometer also, like that we have to do. So this will be a diagram, speed time graph diagram. So let me complete this drawing. Just be try to be accurate while drawing. Okay, I might not be the correct, not on the correct way. Just be okay. This will be the speed time graph that we have to draw, and this is around 3 marks. So the next question that they are asking is, let me take this out. So part B, calculate the average speed of the whole journey. So average speed is actually equals to total distance by total time. So speed is equals to distance by time taken, but average speed will be equals to total distance by total time taken. So total distance is what? 70 kilometer, right? Total distance is 70, and total time is what? This will be the total time actually, from here, starting from here and reaching till here, right? So this will be the total time, and total time is 4.5 hours, right? 4 hours and 30 minutes, right? This is what total time is. So we can write 4 hours and 30 minutes. But let's use a calculator how to do 4 hours and 30 minutes. So 4 comma comma comma, that I said, and 30 minute, again press that, press equals to, press ST, again press it, you will get 4.5. So total distance is 70 divided by 4.5, right? So let's divide that. So 70 divided by 4.5, that gives you 15 point, yeah, that's a bar. It means that 5 is being repeating. So that's the average speed, 15.55. Okay, or you can also write, if you want to round it off to 3 significant figure, 15.6 also works. So the total the average speed will be equals to 15 point, because it's a repeating decimal, and if it's more than 5 or more than 5, so we can take it as 6, right? So that will be the average speed, 15.6 kilometer per hour. Question number 13, without using calculator, work out. Okay, we have to work out these things. So the easiest way I'll try to teach you. So first you have to multiply this one, multiply it, and the answer you have to add it with this one. Okay, same way we have to change the mixed fraction into simple form. So we are doing the multiply this one, whatever the answer comes, add it with that. So 8 times 4, let's use this one, try this one. 8 times 4 is 32. 32 plus 1 is 33. So that gives you 33 by the same number 8, minus of 6 times 2 is 12, and 12 plus 5 is 17, and 17 by 6. Okay, once you get this one, it's very simple to understand actually how to change convert the mixed fraction into a simple form. Okay, once you have done this, you just have to, if it is like the two terms are there, it is very easy to do it. Cross multiply. This multiply this, and this multiply this, and this multiply by this. Okay. So what do you have to do? Put a dash. Let me erase this one just for your help. I told you. Put a dash, and then first is multiply this with this and write it over the below. Okay, 8 times 6 is 8 6 is 48, right? You can also use another way like LCM method and all. This might be the easiest way I have seen. So this will be also working. Can sometimes even use calculator in between also, no problem. In multiplication, like 8 times 6 is 48, no one is going to ask you there. So 8 times 6 is 48. As well as, see, if you are using calculator for this, like you can use it, no problem. After that, uh, this you have to multiply with this one, right? 6 times 33. See, you can use it, right? So that's not an issue. 6 times 33 is 198, and you can write it over here, 198. And then you have to multiply this with this one. As I told you, it's a cross multiplication, so you have to multiply like that. 17 times 8, and 17 times 8 is 136. 136. So see, these things are 17 times 8 and 33 times 6. You can use a calculator. They just want you to do the steps without using calculator. Okay, multiplication, another thing, 8 times 6, if you don't know, you can use calculator. That's not an issue. So 198 minus of 136, that also you can use calculator. 62, that comes over the top, and divided by 48. Okay, so once you get this type of answer, okay, so this will not be the final answer, because still we know that it need to be reduced further. Okay, so what you can do is, I'll tell you, see, take out a calculator now. As I've shown here, take out your calculator, not an issue, and you can type 62 by 48, and then press equals to. Okay, it gives you the lowest form of that. Okay, that is 31 by 24. But you should know that this gives you the lowest form, but you should know that when the numerator is bigger, right, when the numerator is bigger than the denominator, it means that it need to be uh, further divided, right, but it will be in a decimal. That's why we can make it in the mixed fraction, right? If the numerator is bigger than the denominator, it should definitely go into the mixed fraction. So again, press SD, shift SD, you can press, it will give you the answer in mixed fraction. In a calculator itself you can do it. So 1 7 by 24, this should be the final answer. Because why I did not ended here, because the numerator was greater than the denominator. If it is not, then you can leave it there itself. Now the answer is 1 7 by 24. Hope you understand this question. So let's move on. Question number 14. Carlos invests $4540 at the rate of R% per year compound interest. At the end of 10 years, he has earned 1328.54 in interest. Okay. So the principal amount that he is depositing at the initial stage, that is 4540, right? That is principal amount, and interest that he is going to get is, after 10 years, the total interest that he is going to get is 1328.54. Okay, what is the total amount that he is going to, amount is actually equals to the principal amount that he is depositing plus the interest that he got, right? Same way, if I deposit any amount in, like, the amount in bank, let's say $100, if I'm depositing, so $100 will be my principal amount, and after let's say 1 month I'm taking it back and I'm getting an interest of $20. So 100 plus 20, so 120. So 120 is my amount that I'm receiving. Okay, so here the principal amount is 4540, and interest that I'm getting after 10 years is 1328.54. So the total amount that he is going to receive is, use your calculator, so 4540 plus 1328.54. So the total amount that he is going to get is 5868.54. 5868.54. That's the total amount that he is going to get after 10 years. Okay. So now what we have to find, you have to find out the value of rate of interest rate. So for that we have to use our formula, that is amount equals to principal into 1 plus r by 100 raised to power t. I guess you know this formula. It's a very important formula for compound interest. So remember this. So the amount is actually equals to, just now we calculated 5868.54, and the principal amount is, principal is how much? The initial amount, that is 4540, and 1 plus rate of interest that we have to calculate, r by 100 raised to power the time, and time period is 10 year, right? This is r, and the time period is 10 year. Okay, so let's calculate this. First we can, because it's in bracket, right, this all are in bracket and in powers. So first let's bring this 4540 and divide it. 5868.4 divided by 45, that should be our first step, and we are left with 1 plus r by 100 raised to power 10. Okay, after this I'll take this 10 and I'll put in a root. As you know that if it is like 2 square, let's say uh, 2 square equals to 8. Okay, why I'm writing 2 square, let's say x square equals to 8. So what is the value of x? X equals to, if I change this, if I take this square out, it will be root of 8, right? Root of 8. So like that, if I take this power out, then it should be like affecting on the other side. It will be 10th root. 10th root of what? These values, right? So that is 5868.4 divided by 4540. Okay, so it will be equals to 1 plus r by 100. So let's solve using a calculator, as we are having a calculator. So you have to write 10th root, so shift of this value, and I will write 10 here. Then here all of the values we have to write, that is 5868.4 divided by 4540. Okay, let's keep this answer, and if I do it, it's like 1 point something I'm getting. I'm not going to write over here, because see, after this we can shift this 1 over the left hand side. Whatever answer comes, it doesn't matter now. After this I have to shift this 1 over the left hand side, so it looks like that. I'll tell you, if I shift that, so the answer of this one, minus of 1, right? Minus of 1, I just remove that. Then this will be like this, right? And then value of r will be equals to whatever the answer comes over here, whatever the answer comes over here will be multiplied with 100, correct? Whatever the answer comes over here will be multiplied with 100 to get the value of r. See, I have just reduced some of the steps. Try to understand it. If you don't understand, just rewind the video and just do it again. So value of r will be equals to, first I just shifted 1 over there with a negative sign, and then we are left with r by 100, and I shifted 100 over there. So what happens here, whatever the answer comes with a negative of 1, I got 1.0 something like that. I have to subtract that with 1, right? Minus of 1. So I have to multiply this answer with 100, so I'll get the value of r. Got it? First I have to subtract this. I got it as 1.2 something like that, and I've subtracted with 1, and I have to multiply it with 100. So finally I'm landed with the answer r equals to 2.59 something like that, 2.59, and we can round it off to 3 decimal with 3 significant figure. So 59 can become as 60. So R will be 2.60. So this is how we have to do this question. So let's move on. Question number 15. Find the highest common factor of okay 20 a cube b. Okay, 12 a cube b, and we have one more number, that is 20 a square b square. So what will be the highest common factor? Common number will be, let's write it like that. I'll just write it like that. Okay, if I take out common from this, I can take 4, and both have a cube and a square will be common, right? So just try like this. Okay, if you want, 4 times 3 is 12, right? And a square I can take it out common, because this is a cube and this is having a square the maximum, so a square we can take it out common, and b square, and this has b, so I can take it b. So if I take it like that, so 3 times 4 is 12 a cube b, and this side comes like 5 times 4 is 20 a square and b. Okay, so this will be highest common factor, highest common number that we can take it out from this two terms. So that's why we can write 4a square b. If you understand, if you multiply this one also, you'll get the same answer. 4 times 3, 12a cube b, 20 square b. Yeah. So this is how we have to do this question. So let's move on. Question number 16. The Venn diagram shows the number of students in a class of 40 who study physics by letter P, and mathematics by letter M, and geography by letter G is being denoted. Use set notation to describe the shaded region. So we have to use set notation to describe the shaded region. So this is the shaded one, as you can see, the part it is shaded there. This one, this one, this one. Okay. So you should know that if you remember this set notation, if both the part is shaded, let's say this is A and B, what the probability, probably the notation that you have used here, that is A union B, correct? Because everything is shaded, right? If this is the case, then you should have used A intersection B, right? But now we have to use this one. Okay, so we take it out. So here we have M and G, that is being union, right? That's what the set notation, but there will be a little case. Let's write that first. M union G, correct? But the problem is we can't write only this one, because we have something left on also, right? We don't have this part included in this answer, right? So the shaded part is not included. Actually, in this, the shaded part is not included. Also, we can say that the whole part is not included in the shaded part, right? This whole part is not included in the shaded part. So it means that M union G is there, but that part is being intersected with P dash. Why I am writing P dash? Because when I write P dash, then only the outside region will come. This outside region will come. Okay, let us verify this also. Let us quickly verify this to make it make it much more easier to understand. So the answer is M union G intersection with P dash, M union G, and that is being intersection with P dash. So if we want to verify this, it's going to be very easy for verifying also. Also, I know that it's going to take time a little bit, but try to understand. Understanding is much more needed than the answers that I'm giving you. So M union G is what? M union G means all the part that is being union of that, right? So we have to write all the numbers 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, and 11. Okay. Then just for verification I'm doing, and then P dash. P dash is what? P dash means excluding P, everything will become A. Means this part excluding this part, every other part I have to write, correct? So even the outside part, let's say outside part is 0, because the total sum is included here itself 40, so we will take the outside sum as 0. So If I write p dash, the number that is included in this is 5, 6, 11 and 0. Correct? This is bracket, nothing else. So now the part that we have included in this is intersection, right? So intersection means what? Intersection means uh, common in both of them, right? In M union G and P dash, common in that. So what is common? 6 is common. 6 is common. Yes, it's shaded. Then we have 5 is common. Yes, 5 is common. Shaded. Yes, correct. Then 11 is common. 11 is common. Yes, shaded. Correct. So rest all things are not common, right? So it means that our answer is correct. So this is a small way of means verification, verifying our answer. I guess you understand it how to verify this one, and you should be able to do it very easily now. Okay, let's move on. Already we have taken a lot of time. Okay. The next part is find number of when n is written, it means that number of, okay, and the set notation is p intersection g and union of m dash. So same method what I have explained you here, we can use it here also. It's very simple. Write first this one. What is p intersection g? Let me write it over here. P intersection g. What all number will be included in that? P intersection g. So this is p, this is p, and this is g, right? And what all things are intersected in that? The intersection part. Change the another color. The intersection part is only this one. Can you see the color differences there? Is there any color difference? No. So I have to take it like that. Okay. This is intersection part, right? And that includes 3, 3, and 9. Okay. So P intersection G is 3 and 9. The other part is M dash. M dash. Try to understand this. This is the new method actually. It will be much more easy if you can understand it better. M dash is what? This is M. This whole is M. This whole is M. But M dash will be excluding this one, everything will be there, right? Excluding this one, everything else, because M dash, not M, everything else. So we have 4, we have 3, 4, this, and outside part, let's say that is 0. So 3, 4, 6, and 0. Okay, what is happening in between? That is union. Union means what? Including everything, right? Including everything. So we have to include everything. So P intersection G, and that is being P intersection B, that is being union with M dash, right? So what all things we have to include? 3 ones we can write, then 4 ones, then 6, then 0, then 9. So what is the answer? Let's add all, because we are asked to write the number. So 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 0 we will not include, because 0 will add up with which is 0 only. So what is the answer? 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 plus 6 is 13, and 13 plus 9 is 22. So that will be a final answer. So the steps I have written here itself, because the space was little less. So our answer is 22. I hope you understand this, how to do this. So let's move on. This method is very simple. Actually, if you are doing like this, you can label it also. If the label is not given 1, 2, 3, and outside you can say it's 4, and then you can easily do it. Okay. I'll prepare one more video based on this one. It will be much more easy to understand, because it is again 1 mark question, but the explanation I have given you, it is more than far beyond that 1 mark. So many methods are there. You can do it in a second without even solving. Okay, but just for your concept, I just made you understand these things. Okay. A student is chosen at C part. A student is chosen at random from those studying geography. So how many students are studying geography here? How many students are, may I rub this one? Actually, it will be easy for me to understand. Okay, how many students are here studying geography? So the students who are studying geography are these, right? Okay. So how many are total? studying geography? 6 plus 5 plus 9 plus 3. What is the total? So 6 plus 5 is 11, and 11 plus 9 is 20, and 20 23. So total students who study geography is 23, right? Okay, from 23 students it's being selected. Find the probability that this student also study physics or mathematics, but not both. This students from this student from this student study physics here, mathematics, but not study both. Not study both. Okay, they are studying physics and they are studying mathematics, but not studying both. So what is that? 3 plus 5. So 3 plus 5 is what? 8. So 8 divided by the total student, that is 23. Okay, that will be a probability. 8 by 23 you can write it. So answer is 8 by 23. Question number 70. Sketch the graph of y equals to sine x. Okay, can you see a graph that I have pasted over here? And this graph is for all the three: y equals to sine x, cos x, and tan x. I have shown just for your help. Actually, if in any other exam, if you get cos x and tan x, you may be able to draw the graph also. So here y equals to sine x is there at the top. For the first graph is there. It starts from 0 and it goes to plus 1 at the maximum, and it goes to 180, and minimum it comes to minus 1 and reaches back to 360. This is how the sine graph looks like. And the cos is the maximum is starts from 1 and then gets to 90, and minimum it goes to minus 1 at 180, and then goes to 270, and maximum again reaches to 360. Like that, that cos graph looks like. And tan graph simultaneously looks like that. So what we have to draw is, right now we are asked with y equals to sine x, and the graph range is 0 to 360. So it's like we have to draw the first graph. So let's do the graph. I hope you understand this. You can take a screenshot of this one, so that if another questions also come, you can easily do this. Okay, let's do the question now. So we have to draw this, but we have to label it now. First we have to label it from here, because we need the 90, where the maximum point it reaches to 1, and then it comes to 180, then we have 270. Oh, that actually we need to correct it, because things are here. So let us make half of that. This is 360, so half of that will be 180 approximately. Then we can write over here 90 and write over here 270. Okay, because it's 360 already given, I did not notice that. Okay, then so the maximum is 90. Sine graph starts from 0, maximum reaches 90, and get back to minimum at 1. Oh, you have to be very much because I'm not okay, try to understand this. Actually, we need to be like, the curve should be very much nicely drawn. So the maximum point is at 90, so you have to make a nice curve like this. Okay, so you have to bend it like that. Then the minimum reaches at 270, and that's minus 1. Okay, and it comes back to 360. So this is how the sine graph looks like. So if you will draw this, you will get 2 marks for that. Okay, let's do the second question. Part B. Solve the equation 3 sine x plus 1 equals to 0 for the value range between 0 to 360. Okay, so this is very simple question. Let's first solve this one. 3 sine x plus 1 equals to 0. If I take this if I take this 1 over the right hand side, it will be negative sign with negative 1. So then we can write sine x equals to minus 1 by 3. 3 also comes down with a cross multiply. Then the value of x will be equals to sine inverse, because the sign goes towards the right with a negative inverse sign. Okay, sine inverse of minus 1 by 3. Let us use our calculator. Actually, let me take out the calculator. So now here, right. Okay, let me use the calculator now. You can see it's sine inverse of 1 minus 1 by 3. That gives me the answer minus 19.47. Okay, minus 19.47, or you can even write it as 19.5. That's fine, not an issue. So x is equals to minus of 19.47, or if you want to round it off, or we can also write it as minus 19.5. That is not an issue. Okay, so any of the answers we can take, but we cannot write x value of x is minus 19.5. The reason is because the answer should lie between, the value of x should lies between 0 and 360. Minus lies between before 0, right? So I hope you understand that. So minus 19.5 cannot be the value of the answer. Sometimes we get some answer of x that exactly fits in between 0 and 360, but here it's not fitting. So how to find out the values of x now? Using the graph, one of the easiest way to do that. Let's use a symmetrical way to understand this one. So if I try to extend this graph, how it looks like? It will go like that. Means if I extend it, this will be minus of 90, right? This will go like this, right? That's what the thing is. So, and same way it will go reach like that. So it will be like that, right? I'm trying to draw the symmetry graph. So try to understand this. This will be very easy if you understand this one. So what is the value actually? 19.5 minus 19.5. So where it will be like, this is like 45 and 19.5. Let's say this is 19.5. Okay, minus 19.5. So let's draw some shaded part of it. This is the 19.5. This length is 19.5. Okay, that's what I'm trying to explain. This length is 19.5. So where we can see the same type of symmetrical figure in this diagram, in between 0 and 360, because we need the answer there itself, right? So where we can see the symmetrical diagram here, right? Take another pen. So here I can see the same type of figure, symmetrical figure, and this is 19.5. I have to take it as 19.5, right? So this is one of the symmetrical face, and another symmetrical face is here. Symmetry means, I hope you understand what is symmetry, right? So this is also 19.5. So try to understand that I need to find out the answer between 0 and 360. That's why I'm trying to get in between this one and trying to find out the symmetry figure of this one. Okay, so I got two symmetrical figure. So here, what will be the case of this one? What will be the answer for this one? It is 180. This is 180. And what is this one? So 180 plus 19.5, right? So it is being added. 180 plus 19.5 is 199.5. If you use a calculator, 180 plus 19.5, so we get 180 plus 19.5, that gives you 199.5. That will be our one of the answer. Okay, that lies between 0 and 160, 360. So another answer will be here, 360 minus 19.5, because that's also the symmetrical face, right? So 360 minus 19.5 is what? 360 minus of 19.5. That gives you 340.5. 340.5. Okay, the calculator is disturbing now. Now it's okay. 360. 340.5. So I hope you understand this. Using the graph by symmetrical method, we understood it very nicely. Okay, because it's being 19 minus 19.5, it's being taken at right side, so it becomes plus 19.5, and here it's being correctly coming the negative side, so it's being minus 19.5. So you can use this method to easily find out the answer. Question number 18. Y is directly proportional to cube root of x plus 1 when x is 7 and y is 1. So y is directly proportional to cube root of x plus 1. Okay, so when I remove this proportionality symbol, this one, and I put equals to, I have to replace it with k constant. Okay, any of the constant. So then y is equals to k into cube root of x plus 1 will come, because I just replaced this proportional symbol with k. Okay, then when it is given when x is 7 and y is 1. Okay, y is equals to 1, I put k into cube root of x is what? 7. So 7 plus 1. After this I'm solving here. So 1 equals to k into cube root of 7 plus 1 gives you 8. So what is the value of k here? Let's find out the cube root of 8 is what? Cube root of 8, you can use your calculator. Uh, Very easily you can use a calculator. Cube root of 8. So cube root of 8 gives you 2, right? So that gives you 2. So value of k is equals to what? 1 by 2, because the 2 comes down. So k will be equals to 1 by 2. So that I am solving here. Okay, try to understand that. Now coming back to the question, right? The actual equation is y is equals to k into cube root of x plus 1. Now they are saying that when find the value of y when x equals to 124. Actually we got the value of k. That's what we were doing till now. So when we got the value of k, we can easily find out the value of y, right? So y equals to k is what? 1 by 2, and cube root of x plus 1, where x is 124, right? 124 plus 1. So y will be equals to 1 by 2 into cube root of 125. 124 plus 1 is 125, right? So what is cube root of 125? Let's find out that. So cube root of 125, that gives you 5, right? So 1 by 2 into cube root of 125 is 5. Okay, let me take it out. So half of 5 by 2 is 2.5, right? The value of y is 2.5. This is how we have to solve this question. So let's move on. Part B. F is inversely proportional to the square of d. Explain what happens to f when d is half. Try to understand this. F is inversely proportional. That's why 1 by d square. Square of d, right? D square. So f is inversely proportional to square of d. Explain what happened if f. What happened to f when d is half. Okay, this is one of the case. What happened if d is half? So f is inversely proportional to 1 upon, now d is half, so d by 2 whole square. Before it was d, now it is d by 2. What will happen to f now? So let's move forward and solve it a little bit more. So f is inversely proportional 1 by, now it will become d square by 2 times 2 is 4, right? If you move forward, let me put equals to sign, because this is not the correct way of writing. Okay, now if I write f is inversely proportional to this, 4 goes up and d square comes down. So f is inversely proportional to 4 by d square, or we can write it as f is inversely proportional to 4 into 1 by d square, right? Try to understand this here. Relate this one with this one. Before, f was inversely proportional to 1 by d square. Now it is f is inversely proportional to 4 into 1 by d square. So what is happening? Before it was 1 into 1 by d square. Now it is 4 into 1 by d square. 4 into 1 by d square. So what is happening? When I am dividing the d with half, means 2, I am getting the answer multiplied by 4. So what will be the answer? I am having multiple by 4. because before it was multiple by 1 and now it is being multiplied by 4. I hope this is clear to you. Let's move on. Question number 19. Find f inverse of x and values of f, g of x and h of x is given. F inverse of x will be, see, there is a method, 3-step method that you have to remember. The first step that you have to keep it in mind is you have to write, instead of f of x, you will be writing y. So y will be equals to 7x plus minus 8. This is the first step, replacing f of x as y. Second step is you have to change the, wherever you see y, you will change it to x, and wherever you see x, you will change it to y. That's the second step, keep it in mind. Only with the case of f inverse we will do that. Okay, so now the second step is, wherever you see y, here it's y, so I'll be writing it as x there, and here it is x, I'll be writing it as y there, in minus of 8. Okay, this is the second step. And the third step is you have to substitute, you have to find the value of y. Okay, that should be the third step. So you have to find the value of y. So if I want to find the value of y, this x, this 8 should be coming over the left side with a positive sign with x. Okay, then it will be 7y over there. So for finding the value of y, so y will be equals to x plus 8 divided by 7. So this is actually equals to f inverse of x. First step is putting the f of x as y. Second step is replace the y as x and x as y. And third step is finding the value of y. So f inverse is equals to x plus 8 divided by 7. So I hope you understand this question. Part B. Find the value of x when h of x is g of 1 by 3. Okay. First, let's find out g of 1 by 3 is what. So g of 1 by 3 will be equals to, see, in this equation, can you see g of x over there on the top? In this equation, we have to put the 1 by 3 where the x is there. Okay, 4 by, we have to put 1 by 3 and plus 5. So I'm trying to find out g of 1 by 3. So g of 1 by 3 will be equals to what? So this 3 will go up and multiplied with 4. Okay, so 4 times 3 is 12. 12 by 1, 12 itself. So 12 plus 5. So g of 1 by 3 will be equals to 17. 12 plus 5 is 17. Okay, now we can see that it's given that h of x equals to g of 1 by 3, and g of 1 by 3 is 17. What is h of x? H of x is this one, right? 2x, 2 raised to power x plus 1. So 2 raised to power x plus of 1 equals to 17. So what is the value of x? We have to find out like that. So 2 raised to power x equals to, this 1 goes with the negative sign, so 17 minus of 1 is 16, right? So now 16 can be written as 2 raised to power, because we want the base to be same, right? Try to understand that if we have both the side base same, we can equate the power. So that's why I'm trying to make 16 as 2 to power something, because I want the base to be same. So 2 to power 4 is 16. Okay, you can use a calculator. 2 to power 4 is 16. So what is, now the base becomes same at the both the side, right hand side and left side. Now x value will be equals to 4, because the power will also be equal to each other. So x will be equals to 4 here. Hope you understand this question. Let's move. Question number 20. Factorize completely. So let us take out common from this 2 and this 2 common, because, so if I take out common, I'll be getting nothing is common there. Let's take out 1. So it will be 2m plus 3p. Then minus of, then it will be like 4 as common from both the sides, because 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 3 is 12. Then k is common both from both the cases, and then we can write 4 times 2 is 8, and 8 km is there, and plus I have to take, because minus and plus gives you minus. 4 times 3 is 12, and k is already taken out, so p will be there inside. So can you see that this, okay, here we should write m over there, because 4 times 2 is 8 and 8 km. Yeah, so can you see that 2m plus 3p and 2m plus 3p is common there, so we will combine the bracket and together we can write it. So So this one and this one we have to keep it in bracket, 1 minus of 4k, and the another bracket will be 2m plus 3p. This will be your final answer, 2m plus 3p and 1 minus of 4k. I hope you understand this. So let's move. Part B, again factorizing this one. So we can take out common, because both the side we can take out 5 as common. So I'm taking 5. So x square minus of 4, because 4 times 5 is 20. 4y square. I'm sorry, 4y square. So here you can see that we can take, because this 4 can be squared, so x square, I'll write like that in a bracket, x square minus of 2 into y square, because 2 times 2 is 4, again the same thing will be coming, 2 times 2 is 4 and y into y square is y square itself, so 4y square. So now you can see that this part becomes a square minus b square. So a square minus b square formula is a plus b and a minus b. You have to remember this. So this is a, x is a, and b is 2y. So a plus b and a minus b. So now this bracket multiplication is not needed over there. So we can write it as final answer as 5 into a x plus 2y and x minus 2y. So this will be your final answer. Question number 21. The nth term of the sequence is a n square plus b n minus of 4. First term is minus 3 and the second term is 2. Find the value of a and b. Okay, the first term is minus 3 and the second term is 2. Okay, this is the first term and this is the second term. And the nth term is given as a n square plus b n minus of 4. So if first term is minus 3, let's try to find out the equation of that. If n is equals to 1, so a, I'm putting n as 1, plus b, I'm putting n as 1, and that is equals to minus 3, because for the first term the value is minus 3. So it will become 1 into a is a itself, plus 1 into b is b. 1 square is 1 itself, that's why I wrote a. Then minus of 4 equals to minus of 3. So a plus b equals to minus 4 plus minus 3 plus 4. Okay, so a plus b equals to 1. So minus 3 plus 4 is 1. You can use a calculator if you want. So this is first equation. The another equation that we will get when n equals to 2, because for the value of second is 2 itself, right? So where n is equals to 2, so let's put in the equation. So a into n as 2 square plus b into n as 2 minus of 4. If I put value of n as 2, then I'm getting the second term as 2. So now 2 times 2 is 4, so 4a plus 2 into b minus of 4 equals to 2. So if I shift this minus 4 over the right hand side, it will be plus 4. So 2 plus of 4. So I'll write directly, that is 6. 2 plus 4 is 6. Okay, let us, because all the things are being divided by 2, so let us divide it with 2. So if I divide all the things with 2, all the term with 2, it will be left with 2a, because it will be cancelled, right? 2 times 2 is 4 and 2 plus b equals to 3. This is the second equation, right? So if I subtract the equation number 2 with 1, if I subtract 2 with 1, so it is like 2a plus b equals to 3, and if I subtract the equation a plus b with that, so 2a minus of a is what? A. And if I subtract this, plus b minus of b got cancelled out, so 3 minus of 1 is 2. So value of a is 2. Okay, so putting the value of a as 2 in any of the equation, let's say if I'm putting in the first equation, so a plus b equals to 1, in that I'm putting the value of a as 2, so b will be equals to 1 minus of 2, so b equals to minus of 1. So this is your final answer. Question number 22. So we have to find out AD and DB ratio, and OA is X and OB is Y, and OD is also given. This is OD. OD is 3 by 7x plus 4 by 7y. So let's find out AD. What is AD? Because we have to find out the ratio of that. So what is AD? So AD vector will be equals to, for finding A to AD, I have to go from A to O plus O to D, right? So AD vector will be equals to, AD is AO. AO is minus of x, because opposite of x we are going, and OD vector is already given, 3 by 7x plus 4 by 7y. So if I solve this, because this two have x, so I'll be solving that with an LCM method or cross multiplication, anyone will work. So if I cross multiply also, 7 will be multiplied with this one, and this one will be multiplied, and this one will be multiplied with that, right? Cross multiplication, LCM method, both are working. So 7 times 1 is 7, over the bottom we multiplied the denominator and cross multiply. 7 times minus x is minus 7x, plus 3 times 1 is 3x. Okay, so this one will be 4 by 7 y as it is, and then here we have minus 7x, plus of 3x is minus of 4x by 7, plus of 4 by 7y. So this is one of the case when AD vector we got it. Okay, this AD vector. Okay, let's find out OD vector also. So what is OD vector? OD, no, sorry, okay, wait. This, we are finding the ratio, right? So we have to do DB vector, right? We found out AD, now we are finding DB. So DB vector will be equals to, I have to go from D to O, then I have to travel O to B. DO and OB. So what is DO? DO is actually opposite of OD, right? So negative of OD vector. Negative of OD means 3 by 7x plus 4 by 7y, plus OB is what? OB is plus of y. Okay, so if I open up the bracket, then it should be like minus 3 by 7x minus of 4 by 7y plus of y. Now as I told you, this 2 have y term, this 2 have y term, we have to solve that first. Okay, cross multiplication or any other method you can use, LCM also, not an issue. If I use cross multiplication, it will be like 7 will be here. Okay, then because 7 times 1 is 7, over the denominators are multiplied and cross multiply with that. 1 into minus 4 is minus 4y, and then 7 into y is 7y plus 7y. So if I simplify more, I'll be getting minus 3 by 7 x minus 4y plus 7y is plus 3y by 7. So this is DB vector, right? Very simple. Now if we want to find out the ratio, uh, see, before finding the ratio we can even take out some commons. Like let's say if I am taking out 4 by 7 as common, so I am having minus of x plus of y inside here, and if I take out here also DB vector common out, also I am getting 3 by 7. If I take out common here also, minus of x plus of y remaining, right? So try to understand that actually ratio means division also. We can write it in AD. Sorry, this is not AB, it's AD. So if I find out the ratio of AD and DB, so if I write these things over there, so it will be like 4 by 7 minus x plus y, and here it is 3 by 7 minus x plus y. So minus x plus y got cancelled out. So 7 and 7 also got cancelled out. What is the ratio left? 7 and 7, how it cancelled out? Because 7 goes up, this 7 comes down. So we are left with 4 ratio 3. That is this one. 4 and 3 left on. Rest all get cancelled out. So this is how we got the answer. Question number 23. The diagram shows a solid metal sphere uh, made of cone and hemisphere. This is cone. Over here, this is cone, and this is a hemisphere. Okay, hemisphere is half of a square. So total surface area of the solid is given, that is 600 centimeter. It means that what? Area of cone plus area of hemisphere is equals to 600. Okay, that's what it meant. So surface area, total surface area of the cone plus total surface area of the hemisphere will be equals to total surface area. No, that's just a curved surface area, because we will not include this one in between. Okay, so I hope you understand that. Okay, then area of cone plus area of hemisphere is 600, that is given. Calculate the slant height is this one, L, that we have to calculate. And okay, let's start with area of sphere is what? Area of sphere is given 4 pi r square. So area of hemisphere is what? Just half of that, 2 pi r square. So area of hemisphere will be equals to what? 2 pi r square. So 2 into pi into r is what? 6.2. 6.2 square. So let's use a calculator. So we have 6.2 square times 2, that gives you 76.88 pi. 76.88, and pi I am keeping it as it is because it's also giving me some value. So area of, can you see that area of hemisphere we got it? So area of hemisphere is 76.88 pi. So area of cone will be equals to what? Area of cone will be equals to 600 minus of 76.88 pi. That will be the area of cone, right? That is curved surface area of the cone. So let us subtract 600 with 76.88 and pi. So I get 358.47. So area of cone is what? 358.4, I can write it. So area of cone I got it. Now area of cone formula is also given. Curved surface area of cone is pi r. So area is equals to pi r L. So area of cone we got it as 358.4. So 358.4 will be equals to pi r L. So we need to find out the value of L. So L will be equals to 358.4 divided by pi comes down and r also comes down, because cross multiplication, this goes down, this also goes down, value of L we can find out. So L will be equals to what? So we can directly use a calculator. L is equals to 358.4 divided by pi into R is 6.2. In the question itself it's given. So let's use calculator for that. So calculator is visible. Yes. So divided 358.4 divided by pi times 6.2. That gives me 18.40, or we can write the value of L as 18.4. So this is the end of the video. I hope the questions and every part of this video is clear. So thank you so much for watching this. Thank you.